What makes a WNBA player so toxic that a major shoe company has dumped her entire marketing campaign? Angel Reese just found out the hard way. While her signature shoes sit unsold in bargain bins months after release, Caitlin Clark's Kobe colorways have become the top 2 most worn shoes in the NBA. The contrast is staggering, and sources close to Reebok are whispering about something that could end Reese's endorsement career forever. Meanwhile, Caitlin Clark walked through Nike headquarters not as a visitor, but as the face of a $100 million revolution. Does Reese deserve getting dumped by Reebok? Let me know in the comments below. When Caitlin Clark walked through Nike's glass doors in Beaverton, Oregon, employees lined up to greet her with thunderous applause. The entire Nike World headquarters had been transformed into a Caitlin shrine. Custom cookies with her logo sat on tables. Coffee cups bore her initials. Banners with her face covered the walls. This was not a typical athlete visit. This was a coronation. Most NBA stars who visit Nike get a handshake, a tour, and maybe lunch with a marketing executive. Clark got the full royal treatment that Nike usually reserves for legends like Michael Jordan. The facility was completely dripped out, in her branded gear from floor to ceiling. Every corner of the building screamed Caitlin Clark. Employees wore CC merchandise specially made for her arrival. The message was crystal clear. Nike had found their new queen. During her visit, Clark attempted shots on a mini basketball hoop, playfully wagering that employees would get a day off if she made it. She missed her shots but owned the moment with pure confidence. That natural charisma and competitive fire is exactly why Nike executives were practically buzzing around her like she owned the place. Because in their minds, she does. Nike positioned Caitlin Clark as the centerpiece of their Christmas Day From Anywhere campaign. They surrounded her with A-list talent including Travis Scott, Travis Kelce, Jason Kelce, and Michael Chi. The campaign launched during NBA games on the biggest basketball day of the year. Nike was not just promoting an athlete, they were launching a cultural movement with Clark at the center. The From Anywhere theme perfectly captured Caitlin Clark's limitless shooting range and her ability to drain shots that make defenders question reality. Nike built an entire marketing strategy around her supernatural range and resilience. They understood that Caitlin Clark does not just play basketball. She redefines what is possible on a court. Chief Executive Officer Elliott Hill showed just how serious Nike was about their investment by purchasing $1 million worth of Nike stock right after confirming Caitlin Clark's signature shoe deal. When the Chief Executive Officer puts his own money where his mouth is, you know the company believes they have struck gold. That $1 million stock purchase sent a message to Wall Street and the basketball world. Nike is all in on Caitlin Clark. The 8-year, $28 million deal. Nike gave Caitlin Clark represents the most lucrative shoe contract ever awarded to a women's basketball player. But the money tells only part of the story. The red carpet treatment, the facility transformation, the Christmas campaign, and the executive commitment reveal Nike's true strategy. They are not just betting on Caitlin Clark's basketball skills. They are betting she can transform their entire women's basketball division and redefine how the world views female athletes. Angel Reese's Reebok signature line tells a completely different story. Her shoes hit the market months ago with all the usual fanfare and marketing push that comes with a major endorsement deal. The problem? They are now sitting on clearance racks collecting dust. Store managers are slashing prices just to move inventory that was supposed to fly off shelves. The contrast with Clark's instant sellouts could not be more brutal. Sources close to Reebok are whispering about something that could end Reese's endorsement career. The company is reportedly considering pulling all marketing support for her shoe campaign. When a major brand starts questioning whether to continue promoting an athlete's signature line, you know, the numbers are bad. Really bad. Reebok executives are allegedly exploring ways to quietly distance themselves from an investment that is turning toxic. The sales data paints a devastating picture for Reese. While Clark's Nike products sell out within hours and command high resale prices from desperate fans, Reese's shoes sit marked down on discount websites. Even with deep price cuts, consumers are not biting. Her signature line was supposed to capitalize on her LSU championship run and her WNBA rebounding award, which we all know was due to her own misses. Instead, it has become a masterclass in how controversy kills commercial appeal. Reebok's initial investment in Reese was built on projections that have not materialized. The company expected her college fan base to translate into serious purchasing power. They thought her personality and style would create the kind of organic fan devotion that drives sales. Instead, they got an athlete whose public behavior makes sponsors nervous about long-term partnerships. The market has spoken, and it is not interested in what Reese is selling. The correlation between on-court visibility and market success tells the whole story. NBA players choose Clark's colorways for actual games, while Reese's shoes are nowhere to be found on professional courts. Basketball players at the highest level vote with their feet, and they are not voting for Reese. Her signature line lacks the performance credibility that serious hoopers demand. Reese's controversial reputation has reportedly spooked sponsors beyond Reebok. Her public tantrums over Clark's Forbes recognition as the most marketable athlete in women's sports exposed a jealousy that brands find uncomfortable. Corporate executives want athletes who elevate their companies, not athletes who create public relations headaches with petty behavior. Her reactions to Clark's success suggest someone who cannot handle being second best. The Forbes recognition that reportedly sent Reese into a meltdown represented everything she is not. Clark's marketability stems from talent combined with character. Fans genuinely connect with her story and her approach to competition. Reese's brand, by contrast, is built on drama and controversy. That might generate social media engagement, but it does not translate into people opening their wallets for signature products. Industry insiders are confirming what the sales numbers already revealed. Reebok is actively looking for exit strategies from the Reese partnership before more damage occurs. The company invested heavily in an athlete they believed could compete with Clark's market appeal. Instead, they got someone whose toxic reputation is actively hurting their brand image. The broader lesson is becoming crystal clear across the sports marketing world. Character matters as much as talent when it comes to long-term commercial success. Brands can forgive a lot, but they cannot forgive an athlete who turns off customers and creates negative associations with their products. Reese's downward spiral is accelerating just as Clark reaches new heights of success and influence, with Nike making sure what they are developing specifically for Clark's signature line will revolutionize basketball footwear in ways the industry has never seen. Clark sat down on the New Heights podcast and dropped details that sent shockwaves through the sneaker world. She revealed that her Spring 2026 signature shoe will feature technology Nike has never put into a basketball shoe. Clark said the technology they are going to put into it is unlike anything Nike has ever used in a basketball shoe, and she said she is really excited. Nike's engineers are creating something completely revolutionary for her feet. Her demands go beyond what even the legendary Kobe lines offer. Clark specifically requested full-length cushioning technology that covers every inch of her foot. She said she needs that technology everywhere, contrasting it with some Kobe models that only provide heel cushioning. This is not about comfort. This is about performance at the highest level. Clark understands that her explosive first step and deep three-point shots require responsive cushioning from toe to heel. The proof of Clark's shoe knowledge already dominates NBA courts, her Nike Kobe 6 Protro Caitlin. Clark colorway became the most worn shoe in the entire league, logging 2,433 minutes of game time in December alone. Her Indiana Fever Kobe 5 Protro colorway ranked 5th with 1,120 minutes. NBA superstars like Steph Curry are wearing Clark's player-exclusive colorways during games. When the best basketball players in the world choose your shoes, you've created something special. Clark's involvement in the design process represents a completely new model for signature partnerships. Most athletes get presented with finished designs and add their input later. Clark is working directly with Nike's innovation team from the ground up. She is testing materials, approving cushioning systems, and demanding specific performance features. Her perfectionist approach that made her a college legend now drives every detail of her signature shoe development. Nike Chief Executive Officer Elliott Hill demonstrated the company's confidence by purchasing $1 million worth of Nike stock immediately after confirming Clark's deal. When your chief executive officer puts personal money behind an athlete's potential, the entire company takes notice. Nike executives believe Clark's signature line could transform their women's basketball division and create a cultural phenomenon beyond sports. Sneaker insider Nick DePaula predicted Clark's shoe could become a $100 million business and potentially a top 5 signature franchise across basketball. The combination of Clark's court dominance, her technical input, and Nike's cutting-edge innovation creates the perfect storm for massive commercial success. Industry experts are calling it the most anticipated women's basketball shoe release in history. Clark's meticulous attention to performance details stems from her competitive drive to perfect every aspect of her game. She studies film obsessively, practices shots from impossible angles, and demands excellence from herself and her equipment. Her signature shoe reflects that same relentless pursuit of perfection. Nike is betting that Clark's vision plus their technology will create the ultimate basketball shoe. The market response has already exceeded expectations before the shoe even hits shelves. While some athletes struggle to sell their signature products, brands are watching Clark's influence grow across professional basketball. Her shoes aren't just popular among women's basketball fans. When Forbes named Caitlin Clark the most marketable athlete in women's sports, Angel Reese reportedly lost it completely. Sources close to the Chicago Sky reveal that Reese threw a private tantrum over Clark's recognition, with teammates allegedly witnessing the meltdown firsthand. The Forbes ranking represented everything Reese desperately wanted, but could not achieve through her controversial approach to professional basketball. Reese's public criticism of Clark's achievements has created a pattern that sponsors can no longer ignore. Her constant complaints about Clark's success, combined with her confrontational behavior on and off the court, have made corporate executives extremely nervous about long-term partnerships. When an athlete consistently generates negative headlines instead of positive brand associations, companies start questioning their investment. Behind closed doors at Reebok headquarters, executives are having uncomfortable conversations about their Angel Reese partnership. The company invested heavily in an athlete they believed could compete with Clark's market appeal. Instead, they got someone whose toxic reputation is actively damaging their brand image. Industry insiders confirm that Reebok is actively exploring exit strategies from the Reese partnership before more damage occurs. Reese's on-court incidents and confrontational behavior have made other WNBA players uncomfortable working with shared sponsors. Her aggressive fouls and public outbursts create an environment that other athletes want to avoid. When sponsors see their other endorsed athletes distancing themselves from Reese, it raises red flags about her overall influence on their brand ecosystem. The financial reality tells the devastating story that Reebok executives don't want to admit publicly. Reese's shoe sales numbers compared to projections paint a picture so bad that board members are questioning whether to continue the partnership at all. While Clark's products sell out instantly, Reese's shoes sit marked down on clearance websites with no buyer interest. Her toxic reputation has created broader market rejection beyond just shoe sales. Retailers are reporting customer complaints about stocking her products. Store managers are telling corporate buyers that Reese's merchandise generates negative customer feedback. When retail partners start questioning why they're carrying an athlete's products, the writing is on the wall. The contrast between Reese and Clark couldn't be clearer. Clark's character-driven success story represents everything Reese's approach is not. While Clark builds genuine connections with fans through her talent and personality, Reese creates division and controversy. Brands want athletes who inspire customers to open their wallets, not ones who make them uncomfortable about supporting the company. Clark's rise to Nike's throne proves that talent combined with character creates an unstoppable market force, while toxicity leads to bargain bins. Her revolutionary signature shoe launches in spring 2026 with technology Nike has never used before. The full-length cushioning and cutting-edge innovations could redefine how the world values women's basketball forever. Meanwhile, Reese's endorsement career hangs by a thread as Reebok considers dumping her entirely. Her shoes collect dust while Clark's colorways dominate NBA courts. The market has spoken loudly about which athlete deserves investment and support. Does Reese deserve getting dumped by Reebok? Let me know down in the comments below. Like, subscribe, and turn on all notifications so you never miss out. Click the video on the screen, and we will see you in the next one.